So hello everybody. Welcome to our client meeting today. It's our ninth client meeting, and in here it's our client chat. And in the developer side, there's Amy, Patrick, Salim, Vijaya, and me, João. So welcome all. Let's start with our agenda. So today, as usual, we'll do a little bit of a retrospective from what we did in the previous sprint. Then I believe we don't have any questions to ask to the client today. We'll have a request that I talked with Chad during this week, and also talk a little bit about the priorities on the next week. So let us start a little bit. Take a look at our waffle. This sprint we worked on basically on this right side part. We completed the user registration. The employer registration part, and all the mechanics behind it to send invitations and everything that you talked about in the last meeting. We also worked on the story 161, add the status to the company. We worked on the registration process, and we found some bugs that we corrected, and some other that we're still looking into. And we're currently in the final acceptance part for our 4.1 update that we did, but we need some code review before it. So basically, this was what we did in this previous sprint. We are going to do a little bit of a demo of this registration of the company and of the process. And now I believe I'll pass the ball to Patrick, so Patrick can show us a little bit what has been done. If you have any question, chat, or anyone else, just say something, okay? So Patrick.
So, should be seeing my screen in a bit here.
Yep.
Chet, can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So it's just gonna be a very short demo on what we talked about as the company registration process. And Chet, if you remember, the way that goes is that anybody coming to your site can register a request to become a partner with you, an employer, a company who hires people. And then you'll go through a process to determine yes or no, and based upon yes or no, different actions are taken by the system. So I'll just walk you through it by showing you how it works. So again, I'm going to qualify this by saying don't spend a lot of time thinking about how ugly our forms are, etc., because they're not very pretty. We're focusing now on getting the basic structural functionality and workflow built. That's the harder part, Chet. Making the screens prettier we'll do later, and that's tend to be a little bit easier. So just a warning for that. Maybe I'm the one who looks at these screens so much and says, oh, but they're ugly, and maybe they're okay with you. Maybe I'm hypercritical because I look at them so much. Anyway, so come to the site. I'm just a visitor to the site, but I've heard about this jobs agency, and I click on something that entices me to try to become a partner with MetPlus. So there's this form that pops up, says thank you for your interest. I think Amy here put in something about we're going to have to put a little promotional message saying why you should want to sign up, etc. So there's a little placeholder there. And then the person enters information regarding their company that they want to register, and then the company contact. We need somebody to communicate with at that company. If we need clarification, and especially with the approval or denial process, we need to communicate to the company. So this is where the person tells us who that is. Okay. So I am not going to laboriously fill this out. I've filled this out in a second page or a duplicate page before you join, so I'm not going to make you watch me slowly fill these things out. But anyway, I filled out the company information, MyCo, my title there at MyCo is HR manager. This is my email, and I'm indicating interest in becoming a partner. So I click create, and a bunch of things are happening in the background. One of which is, we store the registration request, and we also tell them that, we'll be contacting you shortly. This blurb here, this message here will change. I think we need a little bit more informative. Basically, we'll say, okay, we heard you, and we'll be getting back to you. In the meantime, also, I'm the company contact. I get this email. It came in. I don't know if you saw that behind the scenes while we were talking. And it says, hello, the name of the contact. This message is from the administrator of the PET system for the MetPlus Jobs Agency. So I need to establish the context of the email when the person is looking at it. So what is this? Oh, yeah, that's that MetPlus thing that I tried to register at. And we can change this verbiage later on, Chet, or whenever you want, but it says basically we'll be looking at it and we'll get back to you. In the meantime, you can email us back if you have any questions. So that's kind of the start of the process. The process now shifts to internal to MetPlus. So I'm going to log in as the agency admin for MetPlus. So I have the role of agency administrator, and I can go into this admin page and I can scroll down and say, oh yeah, there is this company called MyCo that's registered an interest in us. So their status is pending registration. So, I also get probably an alert when I log in every time, and maybe there's an email that goes to me as well to say you have a pending request for registration. So we have to work on the alerting piece as well, in case somebody's not logging in all the time. So then I go talk to you, Chet, and you said, Chet says, okay, well, let me think about this. Let me check them out. When I click on the link on the admin homepage, I'm still the administrator. I see the information that was entered. I see that a contact person. Title's not showing up here. I'm not sure. That should say HR manager. And then I see these two buttons here. Well, first of all, I can just delete it because I don't want to deal with it. Well, that's one way to do it. But generally, you would say either it's approved or you would deny it. If it's approved, there would be an email going out to the requester saying, congratulations, you've been approved for registration as a partner with MetPlus or something to that effect. And the company contact would now be a bona fide user of PETS as well. They'd be able to log in. They'd actually be sent to the system. They'd enter the password, and now they're bona fide. The other one, which I'll show you here, is the deny. And that's where we talked about last week, Chet, where we could say if you want to deny them, you could just delete the registration and be silent about it. And you suggested, well, let's at least get back to them and explain what's going on, why we didn't want to accept the registration. So you click on deny here, and by the way, this is kind of messed up. As of yesterday, this form looked better, but this explanation box where you would enter the reason why you're denying the registration allows you to do just that. So there's some explanation here for me, which is the company contact is going to receive an email. In case I forget that they're going to receive an email, anything I typed in here is going to be visible to the company contact because it's going to be included in that email. So anyway, I'll just enter some nonsense here. Cannot accommodate. And then I'll click send email. And I don't know if you saw that, but the registration, the status changed to registration denied here. So now we're done with them. Meanwhile, an email was sent out to that company contact, and this is basically what it says. This is the template right now, Chet. This is boilerplate. This message is from, and this your registration has been denied. So that's boilerplate. We can change that. This is the text that you entered into that pop-up window. You can say anything you want. And again, if you have any questions about this, please contact the PETS admin. So this again can change. The boilerplate can be adjusted. But you see, anything you type in is going to be sent out in the email. So the company at least knows what's going on and why they're not going to become a partner at this time.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's basically how it works, Chet. It's fairly straightforward. but it's essentially, I think, what we wanted to hit, especially the ability to enter a denial message that would go out in the email. Why the company's being denied.
Okay. That's really nice. I like the
Thank
whole
you.
setup of that too. So, yeah.
What was that? Sorry.
See, I like the setup. I know you say you didn't like how the box looked, but I get the idea, and I like that. It's real professional. It's actually letting them know why you denied them. So you won't get a bad. What is it called? Like the Better Business Bureau. They can just say, oh, okay, the pets company or system, they're terrible. They don't even give you reasons why they deny you. But now, okay, their customer service actually communicates with
Yeah, yeah,
you. Get better reviews like that.
yeah. No, absolutely. You just have to think of good reasons not to become a partner with somebody that you don't want to tell them the real reason for. But
Right. Right.
that's always the case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well then, I think that's it as far as demos go, unless there's anything else we need to show you. I think I will then put it back to you. Can you put it back? Okay, you stopped it. Good. Thank you.
Yes. Basically, this have you seen the registration process for the user?
Um,
For the user, yes, I believe.
Vijay, show me that.
Yeah. Okay. So I believe we're just let me go back into our agenda. More or less, I believe we showed you what we've been working on these past 2 weeks, um, and that's it in terms of demonstration. At till the till today morning when I sent you the email, I believe there were no questions, and I believe we don't have any questions at this point for you.
Okay.
And so I'd skip that point and go straight for your question that you asked me this week. That was about the possibility of having an alarm,
Yes.
of having some sort of alarm system that when sorry that when a user that when a job seeker is more than 6 months or something more configurable, um, a period of time configurable, without any action or without logging in, we should pop up some sort of message to the job developer to to do some action to talk to the job
Follow
seeker
up.
and everything. Is
Yeah.
that is that is it this that you're interested on, or did I misinterpret it?
No, you pretty much got it. Just
Hmm.
it's like we need that information to evaluate the retention rate. So I was writing a proposal. Actually, I was reading up one of the grant requirements, and they said they want you to be able to track the retention rate. So in order for me to get these big funding, this big funding and things like that, I need to know after I place them in employment, 6 months later down the line, are they actually staying with that employer? If not, why? I don't. The government just want that information, and I just said, you know what? Maybe we can incorporate that inside the software as well. That way, everything can run smooth. So once we export it, whether if it's an Excel file to the state or whatever, they will have the information
Hmm.
on there as well. So they will have the day they was placed and retention rate. If they're still there, then that's even better. And that means that our training is doing our job. Our trainers are doing their job as well. So,
Okay, so you
so you did it right.
it's my question here is that is this do you want to start like counting the time from the last activity or from the moment he's employed? Is there Do you
The
have
moment
any
they were employed.
It's the moment they are employed. Okay.
Correct, correct.
Okay. I think I got it. And I believe, looking at our setup, I believe we can accommodate that. Um, Not sure if maybe in the first version that we can go live with, like in the beginning, but I believe it's something that we can incorporate after. and have some sort of a mechanism there. So I believe there's no problem
Okay.
in our perspective. So do you have any more question? Anything that you'd like to point out?
Um, as of right now, I can't say because I'm still reading all the
Mhm.
requirements,
Okay.
and there's something else that may catch my attention, and I definitely should another email.
Okay.
But I don't see anything else right now.
Okay. Good. Uh, let me just. And now about our priorities for the next sprint. Let me share my screen here. So I can see it. Okay. So just a second. Okay, we're back. We thought that in the next sprint, and due to what we've been doing in the last few sprints, we think the best option for now it would be to try to finish the company invites and acceptance process. We need to be able to invite the human resources people from the company after the company is accepted. Also, we would like to start the user profile edit feature, because currently you can create the users, but you can't yet edit them. So that would be our next step. And also something that would be, I believe, a little bit easier in little enhancements that we can do on our login feature is to be able to allow the user to cancel our login, and also after the successful login, the user should return to the page where the user was and not just go back to home um, address to the home page. So this is what we think we can work on and we can start tackling. Do you think there's anything that we should give more priority to, or currently you're okay with this?
I'm on board with you guys. I'm reading allow user to cancel login. Uh, is that are you meaning like delete their login or do you mean
No, I this option is, let's imagine you press the login button.
okay?
You're in the page A, you're seeing a job, and you press the login button, and you say, oh, I want to see the job again, and you need to have some sort of way to go back to that page that we were before without, if the user misclick login. That is it.
Okay. Oh, so cancel it. So you're not gonna have the what do you call like the back button at the top or
We'll have this
Chat,
cancel.
would you like me to show you?
oh okay yeah
Here.
yeah
Okay.
appreciate
Share
it.
my screen. Okay. And then, okay, so say I come here, right?
Okay.
And that's not what I meant. Because this is a transactional website, hitting the back button can do some weird stuff. And also people expect to see like a cancel button whenever they have an option to do something. So we just put a button here that would take them back to where they were before.
Okay. Cancel button. Yeah, I see that in a lot of different software. Cancel or back to page something. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm on board.
Okay. And Hewitt, did I get that right?
Yes,
Great.
I think so.
Okay.
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 So basically, okay. So that was it. Do you have any more questions? Do you have anything that you'd like to see or something?
Not at this moment. I
No?
I can't say. But I definitely look more into it. Everything is looking good so far.
Okay, nice. So I'm trying to finish up the. I'll try to finish up today. We'll have some sort of staging website, and when we have it online, I can pass you the URL, so you can take a look, and if you want to just play a little bit around with it, okay?
Yeah, that's sweet. Okay.
Okay. So, any of you guys wanna say something else? Wanna add anything?
No, I'm fine. Thanks.
Okay. So, thank you, everybody. If no one has anything else to say, I think we're good for today.
Well,
And question thing. Uh, the next meeting would be on the 29th. I had
29.
29. Is it okay?
29.
Mm-hmm.
5:30.
5:30.
Right.
Okay. So everything's good. Thank you, and we will reconvene in 2 weeks.
Well, thank you, Amy, Patrick, Dan, Nina, for joining here. I appreciate you guys as always. And if y'all need me, just contact me. Y'all can hear me. I hear some noise. I don't know what that is right now.
That's Salim.
That's
I
the link.
just muted him.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So you guys just contact me if you need me.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right, Chip. Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
That's fine. Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, Joe?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for that noise. Okay. That was a really good presentation for both of you guys. Uh, oh, just want to talk. I was still chat there. I just want to, if you after we done, can I have like 10 minutes or after that?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. Okay.
Okay. I'm
So,
talking to you.
he was talking to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All
So, thank you.
right.
Bye.
Good.
See you in
Thank
2 weeks.
See you, Chip.